Hey, hi, welcome to the series of A-Spice sessions. I'm Tota Krishna Hema, your A-Spice expert. Today, we would like to discuss about SUP7 documentation process area. So let us get into the details of this process area. The purpose of the documentation process is to develop and maintain the recorded information produced by the process. So we need to document each and every outcome of the process. Process outcomes are a strategy identifying the documentation to be produced during the life cycle of the product or service is developed. Say a project is XYZ, so your naming convention should be like XYZ underscore something like that. So you need to develop a proper documentation identification mechanism. The standards to be applied for the development of the documentation are identified. So whether this ASPICE is applicable or IATF 6949 is applicable or any other standards which are applicable, 9K is applicable, ISO 9001 is applicable to this. So this all we need to document, we need to think about. And then the third point is documentation to be produced by the process or project is identified. So either we need to identify, like, with respect to process or project, we need to identify the content and purpose of all the documentation is specified. So in the initial phase of the initial document, so in introduction scope we will define, right? So this is talking about it. Even reviewed and approved, that means it will have a template revision history, it will have a document revision history. So the document revision history it is talking about. Documentation is developed and made available in accordance with identified standards. So we need to develop this documentation, and it should be available with all available means like it should be stored and in a common accessible configuration management tool or any other common shared folders or this kind of things. And documentation is maintained in accordance with defined criteria. So BP1 talks about develop a documentation management strategy. So develop a documentation management strategy which addresses where, when and what should be documented during the life cycle of the product or services. We need to define the list of documents, the stories of the document, and what should be the part of the document. So these all things we need to define before. And SUP7 BP2 talks about established standards for the documentation. So established standards for developing, modifying and maintaining documentation. And BP3 talks about specified documentation requirements. Specified documentation for requirements, documentation requirements such as title of the document. For example, if it is a configuration management tool, management plan, so we should be so as we thought, like XYZ is a project name, then XYZ underscore configuration underscore management underscore plan, or the first letter of the word should be in caps, or you can even give spaces if your configuration management naming convention allows it. And you need to mention the date, identifier, version history, author, who wrote the document, and reviewer who reviewed it, and authorizer or the person who approves it, and outline of contents. So that is nothing but tables of content, and the purpose of the document, what is the purpose for what you are writing this document, and the distribution list. So from whom among you are distributing this document. So whether it is confidential, whether it is internal, so these all you need to identify and document. So your BP4 talks about identify the relevant documentation to be produced. For any given development life cycle, identify the documentation to be produced. So if it based on the life cycle model, so you need to identify the documentation. If it is waterfall model, if it is V model, so how it will be. If it is agile, how it will be. So these all things we need to define. You need to identify. BP5 talks about develop documentation. Develop documentation, it requires process points according to established standards and policy, in ensuring the contents and purpose is reviewed and approved as appropriate. So as I read this thing, so like I felt like, we need to document with respect to the defined standards. So if you are following 9001 in your project, so you need to document 9000 as per 9001. Yeah, you are documenting this with respect to ASPICE. Then you need to document in a way with respect to ASPICE standards. I'm documenting it. So ASPICE requires, so you will have at the end of ASPICE standard, so you will have a list of work products, what all the content should be. So these all you need to verify while you are developing the documentation. Check documentation is your PP6. Review documentation before distribution and authorize documentation as appropriate before distribution or release. Self-review we need to do, and the review we need to do. Self-review before sending it to, or proofreading we say. After documenting anything, we will read it once and we will ensure that is there any mistakes in there, right? So review, first step is you have to do self review, and then you have to circulate the document for review, whether it is formal review or the informal review. So you need to capture all your review comments and you need to fix that, and that's why, and you need to get the approval from the authority. So this is how it is, and finally, after getting an approval from the proper person, means like authority person, then you need to distribute it to the distribution list. That means you are delivering the particular document to the team or to the customer. This is how. And your PP7 talks about distribute documentation. So as I said before, like while how you are releasing, what is the media you are releasing it to the customer, you are releasing it to the affected parties, you are releasing it to the some other person, so your team. So that it is talking about. So either it is through email, or your configuration management tool. You will have a common configuration management tool. You and your client will have a common configuration tool, or if it is in between the team, then you will place in your organizational configuration management tool, and you will distribute it across. So BPA talks about maintain documentation. So maintain documentation in accordance with the determined documentation strategy. So your BP1 talks about the strategy, right? So as per that strategy, you need to maintain the documentation. So that is what this BP8 talks about. So what is the output of the work products? So your documentation plan, your acceptance record, or your documentation history, which captures this review record, or your review log, where you have documented your review comments, and you need to ensure on the closure of those review comments as well. And your change history is nothing but your document change history is also called as acceptance record. It may be an acceptance email, or acceptance. So through tool, if your boss given an approval, then you need to document, you need to ensure on it. So like is it proper way, like is it after review it got approved. So if it is email, then you need to store it in your configuration management tool. So work product list is the last one. So work product list is the list where you will mention all the work products with the version, right? So 1.0, 1.1, this kind of. So if it is approved version 1.0, 2.0, 3.0 kind of. So you need to update your work product list based on the version history of the document. So this is about documentation. So thank you so much for your time. If you like this video, click on like button. If you want further more videos like this, then subscribe to my channel. Thank you.